Despite the turmoil that has been occurring on Real Housewives of New Jersey and the rumors of a reboot, Teresa Giudice and Luis Ruelas took a romantic vacation together. Romantic vacation. Stay here for more information and to view the admirable. They took pictures throughout their holiday. The original RHJ seems unfazed by rumors of a reboot. In a short amount of time, the 14th season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey will come to an end. Over the course of the weekend, the season finale was shown. According to a rumor that was published some months ago, whatever occurred during the filming of the season reunion was so terrible that the girls refused to get it back together for a reunion. Many fans, on the other hand, were left perplexed because there was nothing truly remarkable happened. And despite the unimpressive conclusion, the reunion is still not happening. In preparation for an unplanned, we will be hosting a reunion watch party on August 11th. On August 11th, The Real Housewives of New Jersey divided up into two groups. Rumors are circulating on the internet, suggest that this may be the final time viewers will see the current cast of The Real Housewives of New York are on the show. A significant amount of speculation is that the program will go through a significant revamp similar to that of The Real Housewives of New York. For the 14th season of The Real Housewives of New York, all of the original RHI cast members were dismissed and replaced with newcomers. For the upcoming season of Real Housewives of New York, every single member of the cast from the previous season will be back. When she took a trip to an exotic location with Luis Ruelas, her husband and the original cast member of The Bravo show appeared unfazed by the turbulence. A cast member of The Bravo show appears to have been unfazed by the turbulence that has surrounded the show. In the nick of time, Teresa Giudice and Teresa Giudice was able to escape the situation. His statements regarding Wives of New Jersey, the stars, who are currently involved in a dispute with his wife, which infuriated a number of fans. They decided to have some fun in the sun by flying to Ibiza, Spain, which is a popular destination for celebrities. Photographers captured the duo on camera by paparazzi while they were spending quality time together on the beach. Giudice, who is 52 years old, was seen wearing a navy bikini that featured a bird motif that caught the eye. Layered necklaces finished her beachy look, and a bandana that matched her outfit offered a trendy burst of color to her ensemble. As he basks in the sun, Luis, who is 49 years old, opted for a laid-back, cool look by wearing pale pink trunks and wearing stylish sunglasses to shield his face. Happy anniversary and a sweet tribute to your husband, on the other hand. The journey abroad was intended to be more than just a vacation from reality. Additionally, the pair was commemorating the occasion, their second wedding anniversary, the first time Teresa Giudice and Luis Ruelas met in the year 2020, and they tied the knot 2 years later. Park Chateau Estate and Gardens in East Brunswick, New Jersey, played host to their extravagant wedding ceremony on August 6, 2022. The ceremony was held in the year 2022. A special episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey was devoted to the wedding. Immediately following the wedding, the newlyweds embarked on a honeymoon trip to Greece. In the days leading up to her second wedding anniversary, Teresa Giudice turned to her Instagram account to express her adoration for her husband. On the other hand, one of her followers on social media noticed that the RHONJ's OG appeared to be less than relaxed when she was on the romantic trip. According to what they wrote, they doesn't look real, and she looks stressed. Teresa Giudice is living her best life. Again, and this time she's doing it with she has the love of her life by her side. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star recently whisked herself away on a romantic vacation with husband Luis as the center of attention, and the internet is enthralled. Talking about the dream destination, the sizzling photos, and the couple's undeniable chemistry. From sunset kisses to barefoot walks on the beach, Teresa and Luis's trip looks straight out of a romance movie, and fans are getting a front-row seat. Much-needed escape. Sources close to Teresa, the couple spontaneously decided to take a break from the chaos of Bravo cameras and family feuds. A moment to take a break from the chaos of Bravo cameras, family feuds, and never-ending headlines. With that RHI reunion looming and tension among cast members were bubbling, and Teresa and Luis felt it was time to disconnect from their focus was solely on each other. They've both have been feeling the pressure this season. An insider reveals between Teresa's ongoing fallout with her brother Joe and sister-in-law Melissa, and Luis constantly being pulled into the drama, this trip was about reclaiming their peace. And reclaim it, they did. The couple jetted off to Turks and Caicos, where luxury villas provided the ultimate backdrop for their romantic reconnection. Lovers in paradise, Teresa, never one to shy away from showing off her curves, shared several envy-inducing snaps to Instagram. Each picture is more glamorous than the previous one. In one photo, she's seen in a neon orange bikini and oversized straw hat sipping a cocktail with her legs draped across Luis's lap. He's shirtless, tanned, and grinning, his arm wrapped securely around her waist. Caption: Mi amor, just us, just love, #blessed, #Iceland vibes. Another carousel of pics showed the two at candle at dinner, on the beach, barefoot, with a personal chef cooking nearby. The final image, a sunset silhouette of Teresa's leaning into Luis for a kiss as waves gently lapped their feet. "This is what love looks like," she wrote. "I've never felt so connected to someone. Thank you for making me feel like the only woman in the world, Luis." Alongside a black and white photo of her and Luis holding hands on a hammock, Teresa wrote, "Real love isn't loud, it's quiet, it's consistent, it's everything I've ever wanted and never thought I'd find." The comment sparked an emotional reaction from fans who have followed Teresa's journey from her early Bravo days through her time in prison, her divorce from Joe Giudice, and now into she is now embarking on a fresh phase filled with tranquility and fervor. "This is the Teresa we prayed for," one fan wrote. "Happy, loved, safe, and while cameras may not have followed them, this time, fans are already clamoring for the footage. Bravo, give us a spin-off of their travels," another follower demanded. RHONJ was recharged. While the couple enjoyed their time away back in New Jersey, the tension remains high among that RH cast. Teresa's vacation photos may be dreamy, but they're also being interpreted as a statement. She's reminding people that no matter what drama is brewing, her personal life remains solid and stable. A Bravo and executive commented, she's saying, "You may come for me, but I'm still going to live my best life." As Teresa and Luis fans wonder what this refreshed version of the Queen of Jersey will bring to the next, what's this refreshed version of the Queen of Jersey will bring to the next? The heartbreaking turn in Teresa Giudice and Luis Ruelas' journey. The sun was setting over the New Jersey skyline, casting long shadows across the sprawling estate where Teresa Giudice had built her life, one filled with love, resilience, and a dream of a fresh start. But tonight, beneath the glow of the twilight, an air of heaviness settled over her heart like a thick fog, threatening to obscure the bright future she'd fought so hard to create. Teresa sat alone on her patio, clutching a cup of tea, her mind swirling with thoughts she couldn't quite put into words. The past few weeks had been a whirlwind, an emotional roller coaster that neither she nor Luis Ruelas, her beloved partner, had anticipated. What was supposed to be a new chapter, a story of hope and renewal, had taken a heartbreaking turn that now threatened to fracture everything they'd built together. It was supposed to be a celebration, a reaffirmation of their love, announcing their engagement, sharing their happiness with friends and fans. But instead, whispers of doubt, pain, and fractured trust had begun to surface, gnawing at the foundation of their relationship. Teresa's phone buzzed sharply, interrupting her thoughts. She hesitated before answering. It was Luis. "Hey," she whispered, voice trembling slightly. She could hear the concern in his tone, the unspoken worries that had been lingering between them. "Teresa," Luis's voice was gentle but strained. "We need to talk. I think we both know this isn't just about us anymore." The words hung in the air, heavy with implication. The truth was, their journey had been anything but smooth lately. Rumors swirled, stories of misunderstandings, miscommunications, and a pain neither of them had expected to face so soon after promising each other forever. In the days prior, a series of heartbreaks had unfolded, moments that tested their bond and exposed cracks they hadn't seen coming. It started with small disagreements escalating into heated. Then, whispers from friends and family about trust issues. And finally, an incident that left Teresa feeling vulnerable and Luis questioning everything. They had always been fighters, resilient, strong-willed, unbreakable in their love. But love, like a delicate glass, can shatter under the weight of secrets and heartbreak. And tonight it seemed like the pieces of their relationship lay scattered across the floor. Teresa took a deep breath, fighting back tears. She knew Luis was right. This wasn't just about the superficial struggles of fame or the pressures of their public life. It was about something deeper, something more painful. "I'm scared, Luis," she admitted softly. "It's like we're losing each other, and I don't know how to fix it anymore." Luis's voice cracked with emotion. "We've been through so much, Teresa. I love you, that's never changed. But I can't ignore what's happening. We have to face this, no matter how hard it is." They agreed to meet the next day, to sit down and confront the truth head-on. Neither of them wanted to walk away, but they also couldn't ignore the heartbreaking reality that their love was being tested in ways they never expected. The following morning, Teresa awoke with a pounding heart. She looked out over her backyard, where the garden she'd cultivated with so much care now seemed to mirror her inner turmoil. Beautiful yet fragile. Luis arrived early, the tension palpable as he stepped onto the patio. They exchanged hesitant glances, their hearts aching with unspoken words. "I want us to be honest," Luis began, voice steady but trembling. "I can't keep pretending everything is okay when it's not. There's been a lot of pain and I know I've made mistakes. But I also want you to know how much I love you, and I'm willing to fight for us." Teresa's eyes shimmered with tears. "Me too," she whispered. "But love isn't just about saying the right things. It's about trust, and right now, I don't know if I can trust everything unfolded like a fragile dance, each word carefully chosen, each revelation like a shard of glass piercing their hearts." They talked about misunderstandings, miscommunications, and the wounds that had been inflicted, some intentional, some born out of fear and insecurity. It was heartbreaking to realize that the bright future they had envisioned was now shrouded in doubt. The love they'd fought so hard to nurture was threatened by shadows of betrayal and regret. As the sun dipped even lower, casting a golden hue over the yard, they held each other close, tears streaming down their faces. In that moment, they understood that healing wouldn't come easily. It would require patience, forgiveness, and a willingness to confront the pain together. "Can we fix this?" Teresa asked quietly, her voice trembling. "Or is it too late?" Luis brushed a tear from her cheek, his eyes filled with vulnerability. "I don't want to give up on us. I believe in what we have. But we have to be honest, completely honest. Whatever it takes, I'm here and I'll fight for our happiness." They embarked on a difficult journey, one marked by heartfelt conversations, tears, and moments of raw vulnerability. They sought counseling, leaning on each other and their loved ones for support. Slowly, they began to rebuild trust, piece by fragile piece. Yet even amidst the efforts to mend their relationship, the heartbreak lingered. A silent reminder that love is not always enough to conquer every challenge. Sometimes pain runs too deep, wounds too fresh. Teresa and Luis knew that their story was far from over. They understood that healing was a process, often messy and unpredictable. But they also knew that, in the end, love was about perseverance, about fighting through the darkness to find the light again. As night fell on their home, Teresa gazed up at the star-studded sky, her heart heavy but hopeful. She took a deep breath, summoning the strength to face whatever lay ahead. Because sometimes, love isn't about avoiding heartbreak. It's about having the courage to face it head-on, no matter how heartbreaking the truth may be. And in that quiet moment, she whispered to the universe, hoping that their love story, battered and bruised as it was, could still find its way back to the light.